Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, all of you, to be here, to join in and find me every Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. EST and 8:30 p.m. GMT. I'm your host, Zsuzsanna Hörcsög, and I'm coming to you live from the UK, from the Midlands. And this is our show, Zsuzsanna Medium. Now, I need to tell you that before we are receiving two live callers here, and I'm really looking forward to talking to those lovely, lovely people. I need to tell you that about a good hour ago, I was still digging my garden, and I was wearing my gardening gloves and all my kit. I was wearing and jingling myself around in the garden, and I realized that actually it's Tuesday, so I'm going to be here with you. And the wonderful thing was that when you have over 20 conversations, 20 sessions, 20 episodes here live, I just had this absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ease coming over me. And then I was absolutely certain that that 1 hour is just wonderfully enough to get ready and to be here. So I am just really, really grateful to be here and being able to talk to you. So, you know, every time when I'm here, I'm always inspired. And I need to say it is not me who is inspired, but somehow consciousness and then the collection of spiritual energies. And, you know, whatever needs to come forward today, we are going to receive those messages. And my invitation to all of you, whether you are a caller coming to talk to me here right now live, or out there listening or watching, and whether you are doing it replay or you are here with me live, we need to have that sense within us that we are opening our hearts and opening our minds to receive whatever conversation we need to receive. Because even when we fear that it is somebody else who is receiving a reading, but then the words coming through, you might, you know, through those words, you might hear, you might feel, you might sense something. And then you will feel that, yes, that's why I needed to be here. That's why I needed to tune in. And please understand that it is not just this show, but any other shows, any other conversations here on this network. So as I was tuning into the other lovely, lovely people, lovely presenters here, I'm feeling that there is this beautiful energy being created, wonderful conversations, beautiful energies and healers coming on board. And then if you listened to, I think it was my fourth episode here on the Ask One Radio network, where I was talking about community and in a sense of community, how within 1 week, you know, I think that we use the word episodes or what was the word? I really wanted to say it quickly. Pods. I think that was the word, what was used, pods. So 1 week is taken as one pod. And then if you tune in either on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays, you will sense one type of energy, one type of frequency. And then whoever is talking to you, you might feel that there are certain themes and certain threads of topics and conversations and healing messages coming forward. And then it is because we are experiencing certain frequencies. You know, 1 week we are feeling this way, the following week we are feeling something else. And that's why I'm encouraging everybody. So it's not just that you tune into this show, but I'm here on Tuesdays, 3:30 p.m. EST, 8:30 p.m. GMT, but then any other kind of conversations, because this is how everything is coming together, you know? So community, the sense of community. Now, this weekend I attended I was part of a wonderful community, which we know in my area, the Lysian community. So I just want to acknowledge everybody who's tuning in, new friends and old friends, and also clients and people I met there, because that is a community. And my invitation to you before I take our first caller here is tune into that energy around you, you know? Be very much present to you. And whenever, you know, you might feel that, oh, I am alone, or I am feeling a little bit under the weather, I'm feeling a little bit blue, maybe a couple of days. One wonderful way to get out of that state of mind or state of or those frequencies is that you open your heart, you open your mind, and you actually push yourself out and you put yourself into a situation when you are part of a community. One particular way is that you put yourself in service or you are in a position to help somebody else, because once we do that, we tend to put ourselves to the back seat. And in this way, while we are attending somebody else's needs, we are listening to somebody else's conversations, we are opening our mind and our heart to see in what way we can help the other person. Now, if you listen to also my Anna Frank conversations, if you remember, at the end of March, beginning of April, and the first week of May, if you missed it, please make sure that you go back and listen to that, because this is what she's talking about. When we have the light and when we are in a space where there is darkness, get your candle, light your candle, and then help another person's candle to be lit so that they can be present to their own communities. And in this way, you are helping. You are somehow, actually, it's not really important to use the word somehow, because this is the way of bringing ourselves really alive and helping somebody else to become alive so that they are helping somebody else, So here we go. I could talk to you about many, many other things. Now, before I take the caller, just one short little piece of information. If you are interested in the readings and the talks I am bringing to you, feel free to find my webpage and my social media pages, which are always, it's so easy to remember, zsuzannamedium.com or Zsuzsanna Medium, where I do live readings or various conversations, doing things with my cards, doing things with colors or paint or sometimes music, so any kind of things, or the different things. And also, if somebody would like to have their private conversation, private reading, just send me an email. That's probably right now is the easiest way to find me, an email, which is hello@zsuzannamedium.com. Zsuzsanna is always 9 letters, ZSUZSANNA. And I know that one day I'm going to make up a song for that, and that's going to be my own little song when I'm introducing my name. But here we go. It's not that important because it's all somehow related to the ego of the person, which I'd like to put aside, because we've got Jennifer in Tulsa, Oklahoma, USA ready. So Jennifer, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me here. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful, wonderful. It's good that we are connecting here. Now, let's see, how can I help you today?
I was just kind of curious. My daughter passed away last year, and I was just seeing if maybe my brother or her father helped. I just wanted to see who was there to help her cross over, if that's possible.
Okay. Sure. So you are saying that your father, your dad, passed last year, and then I also heard you mentioning your brother, how your brother is helping.
Well, my daughter passed away last year, but her father and my brother are with her, and I was just wondering who helped her pass over.
Okay. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. Who is where? So your father is in spirit. Let's start with one person.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, Jennifer, your dad, your father is in spirit.
No, my dad isn't. My brother is, my daughter's father is, and my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So, okay, you know what? In this very moment, because what is happening in my mind, I usually don't write things down, but because my mind is already putting itself to the side. So, what I'm going to do. I do apologize for that. I just want to make sure that I'm getting the first thing right. So you have your just one thing at a time. Can you just repeat it for me, please?
Okay. You want me to verify? I can't hear you.
Yes, yes. I just want to make sure. So you were saying it's not your dad is here.
My dad is living. My daughter passed away last year, so she's in spirit. My brother is in spirit, and my daughter's father is in spirit.
Okay, good one. Okay, so your dad is here, your daughter and your brother they have passed, and then your daughter's father has passed as well.
Right, correct.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, okay. Now I'm just going to let you whom I'm going here. I want to go with your brother. You know, I would like to have your brother. And even though you mentioned your brother, let's see where we are going with your brother, because I feel that even though you mentioned your brother, I think for the second or the third on the list, I feel that this is where he feels in the family. Would you understand that? I'm feeling quite a delicate soul, and I would rather keep myself a little bit at the background of conversations. Would you understand that energy, please?
Mm-hmm.
Your brother. I'm also feeling I'm quite young when I'm passing. You know, he's giving me the numbers 32, 33, and 34. And I also need to acknowledge around the 5th and the 9th of May as someone's birthday, passing, or celebration. Can you take this, please?
The 33 number, my brother was 33 when he passed away.
Okay, thank you.
The numbers, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, and then and the date what he's giving us is around the 5th and then the 9th of May as someone's birthday, passing, or celebration.
I don't know about the May. I don't know about May yet. That's not ringing the bell yet.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. It's good we are recording the conversation because, you know, we can go back and listen to that. Now, while I'm doing
Right.
this with my hand, you know, while I'm doing this with my hand, I'm feeling that, you know, it's not that as if I want to hear or as if I want to have his energy coming a little bit closer, you know, as if I want to have that heart energy, you know. I feel that between the two of you, you were the one who was always inviting him, you know, and then he was the one who was a little bit reluctant, as if I don't want to bother you, or I don't want to distract you in your life, you know. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, bless you. He feels a little bit timid, you know, a little bit timid. I also need to acknowledge that I'm not feeling very strong in my physical body. You know, I'm feeling a little bit weak in my body. I'm also feeling quite slim or lean, you know, but I'm not feeling too much muscle here in my body. Can you take that, please?
Is he tall? Is it a guy tall? It might be her father, because her father was 6'1" and he was really skinny, no muscles.
Oh, okay. Now I feel that I'm still with your brother. You know, when he's just giving me his energy. He's not a person who's coming forward to talk, you know. He's not, but he's making me aware that there have been conversations he felt just before he passed. He felt that he wanted to talk to you about those things. The last 2, 3, 4 weeks before he passed, he started gathering the strength and started bringing certain conversations forward so that you could have that chat together. Would you understand that? As if I'm getting a little bit more confident as I'm coming forward.
Yeah, I'm understanding what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yes, bless you. And then what he's saying that I tried my best. I tried my best, and he wants you to know that that was something he really had to work at, you know, because he acknowledges that he never was a person who would really put himself in a position that people see his heart or feel his heart, you know. I'm feeling that I really I needed to cover myself, you know. I really needed to, as if I'm hiding away from my own life. I also feel that loss in his late teens or early 20s, as if I am being let down by 2 relationships, and somehow that those relationships or trying to have relationships knocked him back, you know. And I feel that I always felt it was always easier for me to keep myself on the second, you know, not putting myself forward as a first person, but then being the second. Now I'm aware that I'm using my right hand and left side slightly slightly differently, you know. I'm feeling my one side is stronger, and I feel that my right side is stronger and my left side is a little bit weaker, you know. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yes. And while I'm doing this, I'm also want to say that I am more of a giving person, giver, 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 you know, and then even overcompensating. Okay, thank you. Overcompensating, because I just wanted to, you know, even if I cannot help you in other ways, or I can't be the person you want me to be, I can't be the son or can't be the brother whom always the family wanted to be, but I am overcompensating. I really, you know, I go over everything that I can make you happy. You know, that is the default, that is the energy what he's showing us. Receiving was a little bit difficult for me, you know, because I did not want to take. I did not want to take. I did not feel that was fair, you know, that I would take anything from any of you, you know. He's talking about his grandmother, because he is with his grandmother, with his maternal.
Yeah, she just passed away. She just passed away last month. My grandma did. So he's with my grandma.
Bless you, because he's saying that he was the grandmother whom he could talk, you know, so that the two of them are, their energies are quite similar. You know, the grandmother is quite, I'm coming forward, her energy, but right now, because she just passed, she's in a space of, I am just getting used to what I am experiencing right now. And within that wonderment, you know, that space, she's holding herself back. And in this way, your brother's energy, your brother is there to help, you know. And then he feels that is very important for me to help this grandmother, you know. And then he feels that is his duty, and it is a special task to help this grandmother, you know. That is what he's showing. Right. Now, just what I know we've got a little short time here. So what I'm doing here, Jennifer, I feel that there is one piece of information here for you, which he's saying, you know, when you are, so he's likening his energy to your energy, and he's saying, you know, when you are receiving, especially abundance and financial conversations, make sure that you take your fair share before you let it out of your hand and then go and help somebody else, you know. And then he's saying it is not being selfish, because you have that conversation, or how much I can keep, because it's much more important to help somebody else, you know. But then he's encouraging you, he's helping you also having that balance of receive. I need to keep something for myself, and I'm looking after myself before I help somebody else, you know, in this way. You know? And then he's very much, he's in your dreams. And when you wake up at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning, he's there with you. And sometimes you hear he's whistling and singing. And this is my left ear. And then you are hearing his conversations as if whispering through my left ear. You know, he's making you know, bless you. Jennifer, this is what we are going to do. If you would like to continue this reading, feel free to send me an email to hello@zsuzannamedium.com, and I'm happy to finish the conversation for you, you know. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to work with you, you know. So wonderful. And we can look into the other people in the family. So let's see. Now we have yes, lovely. We are very good with the time. So let's just have Leslie in Manhattan, Kansas, USA is next. So Leslie, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Lovely to hear your voice. How can I help you today, please?
Yes, I've been in the middle of a higher education job search for over 4 years now. I'm trying to return to a full-time position to higher education at a college or university, working with undergraduate students. Do you see me receiving an offer sometime later this summer, early this fall, for the college or university, particularly in the state of Ohio?
Okay, now immediately when I started listening to you, what I'm feeling is the spirit is giving you 3-4 months ahead. And when you started describing the situation, it feels like as I'm tossing things upside down, you know. So even I feel that it is coming, even if you feel that this is what I would like to have, it will come to you maybe slightly in an upside down way, but it is to your it is for your benefit, you know. So as you are thinking this is what I would like to have, I feel that it's either you know, by the time you get to the place, also within that establishment, there will be this energy of turning things upside down, upside down. And it's as if I am, when I'm digging something in the garden and I need to twist a little bit, that is the energy. So when you get there, it will be the time when things are, in the top to turn things around, So I'm not saying it's chaos, but I'm saying that you go there because you've got that strength to turn things the other way and fix things and put things back to the track. And what I feel is that when you are there, you are not just putting things on the track where they were before, but then you are immediately implementing new ideas, And I feel that by you doing it, you will save time and energy and resources for that environment, For that, I'm getting like 2 or 3 months. So I feel that everything, settling in is your time ahead right now is settling into this conversation and moving forward. And I feel that the real difference is coming in the following year, January and February. What Spirit is saying that while you are focusing on this position, consider looking into, I'm not saying different positions, but it feels like 2 or different ideas, So while you are focusing on one thing, be aware that there are other opportunities. And then as if I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, So if you start this, but still keep your eyes on the other ideas as well. You also need to do things by yourself. So it's either privately coaching or training or mentoring. That is what you need to do. I feel that you have already done it, and then you definitely need to continue doing it. And I feel as you are moving forward, it is going to be the combination of doing what you set out, in that establishment, as well as doing things privately, privately. Does it resonate here with you, please?
Yes. So you said, so you were saying what I've been saying in the next 3 to 4 months.
I feel that the energy with this conversation starts really moving forward in 3 and 4 months' time, and in a way that by the time you get there, the energy over there is upside down, like twisted. As if when you go there, people will come and go in and out of the doors. There's movement. So people will just suddenly leave, and people will just suddenly get there, and then you might feel that it is a little bit chaos, But then you need to be there, you need to be there, and then you will be guided to get there. I also need to acknowledge a grandfather on your father's side, a grandfather on your father's side that gentleman feels a little bit taller than you, but then he would really enjoy these kind of conversations, these academic conversations, So he would be using those vocabularies as well. Would you understand his grandfather, please?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Because he's saying, as I had to say, yes, thank you, just to the point, and that there's this urgency that you step into this conversation. So even if you are hesitating that, I have this concern or whatnot, he's not letting you to do that, because that you need to do it now. You need to get into that mood of preparation and need to be in action. You need to be proactive, because the big change for you really comes next year onwards, January and more, I feel February and March, that way, that is what I feel. I feel that even when you get in, it is more that I am observing, getting used to, or I'm shadowing other people doing their work. So I'm just getting used to, And I also feel that it might also mean that part-time, like 2 or 3 weeks, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. And then I'm getting into, and what I also want to say is, whether you are going for some managerial post, managing a department or something like that, but I feel that is very much in the path ahead, because immediately when you go there, you have a different set of idea, and what Spirit says that it's good that you don't start to at it immediately, but then just observe, observe, take everything in. And as I'm holding my hand, I'm noticing that my camera is above here. So it's with my higher sense, I'm observing, And then when the time
Yes.
is right, that you put things into action, by that time you will have people with you, who are willing to follow and contribute to your ideas as well, because they feel your strength. The color I'm receiving is orange and red, and as I'm doing it with my hand, I'm swirling it. It's really, you feel that by the time, yes, you are confident and competent, but that environment will be as if when you are on a boat and suddenly there's a big wave, a thunder, and then you are finding your balance, so that is something new for you to experience. You might also feel that it is somehow turning your world a little bit upside down. You need to adjust certain aspects of your private life, because you will be called to come forward and really take that department or that conversation and those students in one new way, new pattern. I also feel that you need to write books, those books the students use to, like test books, course books, you need to start those ones, or you are rewriting them, because I feel that the way how you are looking at the world, those you are approaching everything from a different angle, and then those books with the new outlook, they have to be written, and then you will be called upon to write. This grandfather over here is already getting ready with a pen, giving you the pen you might as well start writing your ideas down, that is what he's giving us. Yeah. So Leslie, I hope I could help you here and it made sense. So thank you very much for calling, and let me know how you get on. Feel free to send me an email to hello@zsuzannamedium.com, because I would love to hear what is coming along for you here. So thank you very much for being here. Lovely guest in my show, or callers in my show. Now for the rest of us, that was our show, Zsuzsanna Medium, and I was your host, Zsuzsanna Hörcsög, coming to you straight from the UK, from the Midlands. I'm available for personal coaching, for readings, online, or even in person, how we can get out in person. And I'm going to be back next week. I'm enjoying taking calls and having conversations. I want to talk to you about the fourth and fifth dimensional reality as well. So stay tuned in. I'm always here on Tuesdays, 3:30 p.m. EST and 8:30 p.m. GMT. Sending you lots of love, many blessings, and I love you lots. See you next week. Bye for now. Bye.